just okay.
Start the show already. Sheesh.
Everyone, let's welcome to the show, Ketchup.
Well, good morning, Ketchup. How are you?
I'm okay, Jay. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Went to work last night and I was previewing a little bit of the Gwyneth Paltrow stuff. I watched Megan Fox's show last night. Did you watch that, Megan Fox?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
She
It's
was
always good.
She was raising money for my AIDS. She was raising money for my disability.
Well, you know, she's trying to support a good cause.
Good morning, you fine folks. Hey, Robert Tower and Faves and M. Marsh and Cindy Claude, Dunham, Roy Gracious just popped in here already. 63 people in here. Tickle that like button if you would. Hi, Jack's mom and Krusty a Witch. Perpetually Puzzler. How are you, Puzzler? Let's see. Diane Chase, Softly Spoken One. Fru is here. Lisa Rats. Calvin. Oh, Calvin's here, unfortunately. Hey, Joe is here. Hi, hey, Joe. How are you? Hi, Happy. How are you? How are you, Happy, my friend? How are you? Perangio Marcano. Well, they're here. Mary's here. Hi, Mary. Babushka. Thank you for being here. Pamela, how are you, my friend? How are you? The Bonnie Watcher. I saw Bonnie Watcher was here. Good morning, Maria P. Let's see. I'm scrolling up. I might miss somebody. Colene's here. Hi, Colleen. And look around 318 and oh boy, I think I'm about at the top there. I think Mr. Landfill's here. Tracy Spencer, how are you? Muppet Angela. I'm looking. I know I'm gonna miss people, but Brenda Velasquez is here. Hi, Brenda. Now I'm back down to the bottom in real time. Here we go. Hey, Joe, how are you? Philip Kraft is here. Chibi. Calvin, yes, Calvin's here. He probably has a question. Dull Mom. Hi, Dull Mom. How are you? Dirt Bumblebees is here. Hi, Dirt. Renee is here. How are you, my friend? Volstorm's here. Let me see, and I think am I all caught up yet? Oh, Rickles is here, and Dragon's Gravy, Kelly Rager, Bonnie. Good Bonnie's here. By the way, no copying the chat over here. It's completely illegal to take screenshots of the chat. We don't allow that over here. Hi, Baxter, and hi, In the Clouds. How are you? Sarasota Beach Bum. How are you? Lavender Dragonfly. Boy, it's going by fast. Brummy is here. Hi, Brummy. How are you? Whew. That's a fast chat there going. And Rickles gifted 5 just J Hip memberships. Thank you, Rickles. Thank you so much, my friend. I got a Rickles video to share tomorrow too, so that'll be fun. I got one from Rickles. I think I got one from Valor. So we'll be sharing a couple of those, but we'll have a good show set up for tomorrow. I got a good one set up for you today. But thank you, Rickles, for the 5 gifted memberships. If you get one of those, thank Rickles. Works hard for his money, and we appreciate him. And remember, all right, we're clown losers over here, but we try hard occasionally. Sort of, well, yeah, loosely. Hi, Michael. How are you? Michael R. How are you, my friend? For stick figure prawn. Wait for it. Wait for it. Ooh, a stick figure prawn? What? Ooh. I always like some stick figure prawns. Or I don't know, Megan Fox. I don't know, Megan Fox. Now I'm worried about stick figure prawns. This is terrible. This is terrible. Now, today, what I have planned out here today, because I told you guys, we're only going to do just a short portion of this, and we're actually just going to do the Gwyneth Paltrow, well, direct and redirect, and then or cross, and then the redirect after that, because it's amazing. They have this crummy lawyer, all right, who makes the big mistake, all right, because this dude. Now, what happened here? All right, you got this old dude going down the ski mountain, runs into the back of Gwyneth Paltrow. All right, Gwyneth Paltrow, not severely injured, but he cracked his ribs, I guess, 4 ribs. Had a brain injury, a major brain injury. Nearly died, I guess. I don't know. He was in the hospital for ages and had to go to the VA and all of this stuff. And clearly, this damaged some of his relationships. Some of his relationships were ruined by this. Oh, it was terrible what Gwyneth Paltrow did. Yes, and and they're saying that she ran into him and then she jumped on her skis and took off down the hill and didn't do anything. But the amazing part is this terrible, terrible lawyer that this dude has, a terrible lawyer who wants to reenact the scene with Gwyneth Paltrow.
No.
She wants to act it out in person. It's amazing. By the way, thank you for the Cash App that I got. I don't want to mention. I don't know if you want your name mentioned because it's your actual name, but thank you for the $2 Cash App you sent me yesterday to let me know that all of the new animals that have arrived over at over at Fleabag's house are Lips's animals. Those are Lips's animals. And she can't afford to feed them, so she sent them all to Fleabag. The minute I saw that Cash App, I immediately knew. I was like, oh my God, she did like a Christmas stream, like a few days before Christmas or Thanksgiving, when Michael was up seeing his gay brother. And and I remember she was talking about how Mingo was nice, but Michael bites. And I'm like, oh my God, of course Michael bites. I think I even did a whole damn film about it where I was covering it. I was like, oh, those are the birds. Those are her
Yeah,
birds.
because they were like flying around in the room, right?
Yes, yeah, we did a whole show on it. It was amazing, and I was like, "You're right." Lips is her pets. She's downsizing. She couldn't afford the turtle food. She should have talked to Elemental P about that.
I mean, you gotta be desperate to send your animals over there. Just saying.
Hey, Craig says, happy birthday, Megan Fox. Megan, happy birthday. $10.
No, Jay. No.
I didn't do it. Craig did. I didn't do jack. Hi, Mr. Coop. I didn't do anything. Craig's going to get me in trouble today. I didn't set up a grift, Megan Fox. I didn't do this. Craig did. But thank you, Craig. I'll make sure Megan gets that for sure. Of course.
Hey, Coop, how's your fence?
Yeah, how's your fence? Jay doesn't want to come to my birthday party. I didn't set up a grift, Megan. This just came in. I didn't do it yet. I didn't do anything. I can't control that, Megan. Oh, here's some money for your condition. And my birthday, I'm 60 and going to spend some time at the DMV. Well, that sounds like fun, and happy birthday, Maria P. Do I need to give Maria P a birthday song? Is that what I need? I can do that, of course, for Maria P. Thank you for the 5, Maria P, for your birthday. Look, Megan, even Maria P is giving me money for her birthday. So see, I didn't do anything. I didn't do it. I'm not even going to play the Megan Fox birthday song. I'm going to play my song. Thank you, Maria P. Oh, I better prepare. Me, 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 me. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Happy birthday, you're not special. You're getting older, not much better, but I just wanted to embarrass you, and that's why I'm singing this song. So happy freaking birthday. You're not special. But you're special to us, Maria P. But outside of this community, you'll have to go ask them personally, because I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to tell any tales at the school. Happy birthday, Maria P. By the way, I was going to go over something pretty quickly here. Last night, Megan Fox and that Tug guy, they did a show. You watched the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Now, being that I am a Fleabag aficionado, I already know how tonight's show is going to go. They're either not going to bring it up, okay, or they're going to do exactly what I say. And I'm going to give them credit because I'm going to play devil's advocate here for just a short time, okay? And then we'll get over to Gwyneth, okay? We'll get to Gwyneth. Trust you me. We'll get to Gwyneth. But let's see here.
And comment, okay? Does that sound good?
I must mute my mic then.
So I'm going to mute them because I'm just showing the video. I'm just showing the video is what we're going to do. And then we're going to point out a few things, all right? I'll play a little bit when the video comes up here. Start the video already, Megan. Megan, start the video. Start the video. Do it. Start the video. Uh-oh. Now she has technical problems. She's Megan. What am I watching, a Fleabag show over here? It's terrible. Play the video already. Play it. Pull the video up. Pull the video up, man.
Because what happens after the honking horn is very important.
Did not turn around.
Okay. And now let me go back 2 seconds here. All right, here we go. Now, let's listen to the volume because Shizzy says, strike, 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 stealing content, I see. Megan, I'm fully certain you share my flea caps, all right? And plus, I did a 26-minute flea cap for you yesterday of amazingness, all right? But, all right, we're going to listen to this. Shizzy says that he believes that the sound is not screeching tires. He says it's the camera picking up air. That's true. I'll allow it. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, my friend. But yeah, let's just, because I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. Okay, so I'm gonna try and play Fleabag's side. All right.
Brooke's tires are bald though. They look bald.
They could be. So we'll see. But I got the sound up. Here we go.
Just letting you know. Here we go.
Okay, I'm going to point out this. Let's say John Crook is driving somewhat fast, okay? I don't think he's purposely driving into Jeremy's lane because he's trying to bang a right. All right? So clearly, if he's coming in hot, he's going to have to give himself a little bit more room to bang a right. So see, that's the thing. I think he's just trying to bang a right. That's what they're going to say over there. He's banging a right. Now, also the other side of this. Is he within 500 feet at this point in time, or at the point in time that John Crook enters his property? Because at that point in time, he's in his safe zone. He's on his property at that point. Okay, so that's what they're going to say. They're going to say he's on his property. I can see this one coming a million miles away. All right, he's on his property. That's what they're going to say. And so he was speeding up to bang a right. All right, just so he could get onto his property before Jeremy Hells comes by. Okay, well, I think that's what they're going to go with. That sounds like the most logical for them to come up with. Or the other logical question or answer is Jeremy Hells is clearly stalking them. All right, that's the other portion of that. And so, but yes, if he entered the other side of the road coming in hot, that would make sense. And he could be banging a gang. So that would make sense. So they're going to say that. So, okay, we'll see.
Did not turn around. Came straight at me.
Okay. I think that sound is actually the window being rolled down or coming down. I think it's a squeaky.
Oh, it could be.
That's what I think, because that vehicle did not seem to be going too fast to actually make a screeching tire noises. All right. I'm going to give him a solid on that one and say that. I also think he's probably within 500 feet already, but that's okay. That's what they're going to say. We know how that's going to go. He's on his property, but then the unexplained honking comes up. All right, back to that.
Came straight at me.
Now, John Crook is in fear of his life right now. So he's honking in panic, trying to get Elemental P to open up the gate because he doesn't want to get out of his car. Of course not. Okay, we've kind of explained that away. So he's honking like a complete idiot and lunatic, of course. And by the way, John, Crook and Elemental P, I did get off work this morning at 6:30 because I had to go to work last night to make sure that you're not dead. All right, I have to pay my taxes to make sure that you're not dead. All right, without me and all of you fine people who pay your taxes, we have to do that to make sure that these losers are not dead because they can't get jobs. Very clear. Very clear. Good morning, Lori loves Montana. So it's very clear that we all have to make sure that they're alive, and they never thank us. In fact, Elemental P has blocked me from her Facebook page. So he is not respectful of just J-Hip keeping her alive. All right, because without me and all of you fine folks, she would be dead. Okay, because clearly she would not go get a job to save her life. No. She likes to get money from other people. He would have removed his hand from the horn if he got out to open the fence. Yeah, he wasn't going to do that. No, he wasn't. And car tires don't squeal on the gravel. So, yeah, I don't think that was squealing tires. So because he was just banging a right. That's all he was doing. Thank you for the two. And I'm not debunking Megan Fox or Todd. I'm just telling you what I actually think actually occurred, and also what they're going to say tonight. So I'm only playing devil's advocate. Clearly, Jeremy Hells was watching Tubetown cameras, waiting for Crook to return home, and confronted him for content. That's clearly what he did. We've seen him do this a million times.
Yep.
He's got 78 kabillion cameras over there, very clearly keeping
and nothing else to do.
Yep. This is what you actually think. You are a moron. Well, no, Megan, I'm playing devil's advocate for Fleabag tonight. I'm doing a solid here. I know what she's going to say, and it's basically everything I'm saying right now. Okay? But yeah, I don't think it was squealing tires. Okay, I'm just going to say that. But yes, he got into his property. Now he's in safe zone because he's actually technically on his property. Now, I also want to point out something. This here, all right, is their driveway, I guess. Now, when I was a kid, if you were going to color with chalk or even chocolates, you would go to your driveway or a sidewalk. Well, they don't have one. So clearly the next best place to do that would be the middle of the road, right, Chup Chup?
Of course.
Yeah, child. Sitting in the middle of the road, playing with chocolates. Not buying that. I'm not buying that dum-dum syndrome. Just saying. Just saying. Thank you, Cindy. It is. Well, and I also want to point out, though, that playing with your chocolates in the streets never safe. I ran this through AI, and AI said it's never safe to play with your chocolate collection in the middle of the street. All right, it's not advised even by AI. So very important there. Okay. But yes, I, and then now, of course, the idiot is going to lay on his horn for hours on end.
Or just until Jeremy passes.
I want to point out another thing. You see this little green thing over here, all right, that tells people to slow down because there's a child. This means, all right, what that is a sign warning people that a ball may go across the road. There could be a child that runs into the road inadvertently, all right? It doesn't mean child playing in the middle of the road. That's not what that means. That's not how this works. You can't put one of those out there and be like, slow down, child playing in the middle of the road. That's not what that means. All right, dummies, that's not quite how this works. All right. And then they got another sign right there on their stick. All right. Now their fence is doing good. All right. I don't understand why their fence doesn't even reach the bottom of the ground here. They should do something about that one. That was kind of a mistake.
I think that's how the little dogs get out.
Oh, yeah. And it's escape hatch for the turtles.
Very true.
It's just not big enough for Donna Smello to get through. He's kind of a bigger one. But, yeah, the fence looks good. See, we got the tin going up here. The pig troughs that he cut up. All right, so that's pretty good, It's a nice fence. This is John Quick's handiwork. By the way, when you have to go get a permit ever in life, remember, John Quick's responsible because people in Florida saw this, all right, and clearly were like, going forward, everyone needs a permit for everything now. We cannot allow one of these to happen ever again. You have to start training your children to write nasty signs early. Chalking obscenities on a major road is clearly the first step. That's a good idea, Ross. Yes. They're very clearly training HG to go out there and write down on the road that Jeremy Hales is an Ohio harpist. Yeah, that's always a good way to go because he started this. Oddly, I don't know.
Ross, I think you need a blonde streak. That looks really good.
I like the blonde streak. Yeah, that's pretty good. The mustache, not so much, but. All right, Jeremy Hales goes on. Of course, Quick gets out of his car. Then Quick gets back in his car. All right. We've all seen this. All right. But now, let's see. Where's John Quick is going to back out?
What are you doing?
What? Here we go.
Again, what are you doing? Now you can see John get out of the car, but he doesn't go into his property.
Nope, he doesn't go into his property. No, he doesn't. Here we go. Oh, come on, Megan. This show sucks.
Oh, you're such an ass.
I'm just kidding. Everyone knows I love her. Yeah, she cares about me.
Okay, that's the end of that video. Let's go to the other one. Let's go to the next one. Oh, that was John and Lynette's Jeep. And if Jeremy fears for his life, why didn't he?
Terrible.
Oh, if he was really,
What-
he 500 has threatened to.
after this, he doesn't go into the property. He
Hey, look, that's you, Chop Chop. That's you.
Yeah.
You're on there.
That's me.
Yeah, that's you. That's you. Chop Chop's on there. Chop Chop's on there.
Now, after that, he didn't go into his property. He went to Jeremy's property.
They are parked right out in front of my property right now. They are parked right out
See
in front
him?
of my
You
property.
can see him. You can see them parked right there.
Because you can see he banged a left. He banged a left up there. He was banging a left, to go right outside their property. Hey, Sister Sal's here. Hi, Sister Sal. How are you?
I know. I was gonna say something, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, Sister Sal's here. So now, they could probably find a way to defend everything that's happened up until the point where John Crook is back in his car, drives down the road, and sits outside Jeremy Hill's property. Now, why would Jeremy Hills, all right, not want to go back and investigate this? Bear in mind, John Crook has made disgusting comments about George. All right, they've threatened, all right, to off him. All right, they've threatened to feed him to the alligator.
Yeah, shoot him in the face and feed him to alligators.
He threatened to show Jeremy Hales photos with George with his, yeah. Why would he not? Because no, he's a disgusting piece of crap. Everybody knows this about John Crook. He's the worst person on planet Earth outside of Elemental P. He's a terrible person. All right. These are the things that they did. The same thing with paint chips, because people, they always say about paint chips, they always say, like, paint chips paid his debt to society, and I'm like, no. The day he was off supervision outside of prison, he starts doing the same crap he did before he went to prison, making 38 kabillion sock accounts, harassing people, and doing the exact same shit he went to prison for. All right? That's what he does. All right? Even right now, Paint Chips is doing nothing more, all right, than looking, all right, to at some point in time, file some lawsuits against people just to make them go to court and hoping he can make one stick, because all these people want is money. That's all that matters to these people is money, because they're all poor. All right? Even Paint Chips is poor. That's all he wants is poor. And no, he hasn't paid. Yeah, he owes money to the state of New York. He hasn't paid his debt, but that's what they'll say, Ross. They're going to be like, he's a good guy now, Yeah, sure, he did something wrong. Sure. Yeah, he defrauded people. The same thing they're doing. That's why they hang out together. Oh.
Well, and they've all gotten really bold since the Fed 2 recommendation and the hearing in Ohio finished. They've been in chats saying all kinds of wild stuff, all of them.
Well, yeah, and John Crook and Elemental P have nothing better to do with their time than to hang out in every YouTube channel they can that's a friendly to them. All right, so Fleabag, Boner Crusher, Bearded Fisherman, they have nothing better to do than to hang out. Not teach their child. No, the child's in the mine. The child's working at the latrine, can't. No. Instead, we're going to focus on watching YouTube with the child in earshot. And apparently the child has access to as well. All right? That's what they're interested. Not in going to the basketball court to write with the chocolates. No. Instead, we're going to make a big deal about Jeremy Hales. And I told you this the other day, Chop Chop. When Saran Wrap reached out to Elemental P, allegedly, and said, stop screwing up the bankruptcy case. I can handle this on my own. You go continuing doing what you do. Violate your protection order. Stay in your wheelhouse. That's what you're good at. All right? That's clearly what she did. She's like, oh, yeah, we're good at that. And John Crook was like, oh, yeah, me, Tarzan, we go do that. And so he went and did that too, because he's a moron. All right? Very, very clear. Very clear. Yeah, HG is clearly too small to play basketball, so can't go use the basketball court that is heavily used by the Otter Creek intramural basketball team. The city team, yeah, big time. They practice over there like 4 times a day. Idiots. And then, of course, Jeremy has to go back to his property because John Crook is there, so he doesn't have a choice. He's got to drive all the way back because these people are dummies and they suck. So, anyways, I just wanted to point out that that's what the Fleabaggers are going to say tonight. All right. And they're probably not even going to bring up any of this, or they're going to say, it's too far. You can't even see his car at this point. You can't even see anything. There's nothing there. Nothing to see.
Or they won't even show this part at all.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty standard. I know my Fleabags. All right. I know my Fleabags. I know what they're capable of. And stupid is normally where the capability stands right there. All right, just with the stupid. Auntie M gifted 10 just J-Hip memberships. Thank you, Auntie M. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you get one of those, thank Auntie M. All right, she works hard for money. We love Auntie M. And also remember, it's weird in here, but you'll get used to it. Do the thing.
No, Dwayne said no, don't do it anymore.
Tub, you're failing me over here.
Well, Dwayne said nobody likes it. I'm not doing it. I didn't want to do it to begin with.
You keep it up. I'm going to go get me a Tammy J. And thank you so much, Auntie M. Do hit the like for Megan Fox's birthday. When Megan Fox will be turning 50, of course, just J-Hip, as you can imagine. Only 48 years old. Just a youngin' over here. Just 48 years old. If you can imagine that, Ketchup.
I don't know how you've lived on your own all this time.
Well, I was married.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about page 23.
All right, let's see. Let me throw the closed captioning on. Now, this is the funny thing about this case. All right, hang on. I got to take my cash out banner down. I can't do that. This is the funny thing about the case, because the funny thing is that we saw in the Derek Brooks trial is Witch Owl. Any of the females that were going to be emotional on the stand, they had a man. All right, Witch Owl. All right, do the examination when they were on the stand. Why? Well, because he comes off as soft and gentle and compassionate. All right. And then there's the, comparison with Daryl Brooks, who comes off as a major jerk. All right. Now here you have a female who's going to do the examination on sweet Gwyneth Paltrow, who, keep in mind, she's an actress. Whether she's sweet or not, I don't know. But she's going to come across that way on the stand. So now, in the jury, when does this trial watch start? Now, Megan, I'm just setting it up. All right, I'm setting it up. Now, in this, when a jury sees this, there can only be 2 things. One good person and a total B when you have a woman cross another woman. One's got to be a good person and one's got to be a total B. All right? Probably should have gone with a dude to examine Gwyneth Paltrow. We'll see how it goes, though. I'm sure pretty good. I have faith in it.
You may call your next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'd like to call Gwyneth Paltrow.
Thank you.
Hi.
Oh, she got a
Do
bottle.
you swear that the testimony you are about to give in the case now before the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
She got to take a bottle of wine up there with her. That was nice.
I think that's sparkling water, Jay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that would make more sense. Yeah, probably sparkling water.
It's rich people water.
Okay, yeah, it looked like wine to me.
there.
Seems like evening, doesn't it?
I've been inside all day. I have no idea.
You and me both. Could you state your name and spell it for the record, please?
Yes, my legal name is Gwyneth Kate Paltrow Falchuk. That's Gwyneth Katebpaltrow Falchuk.
Great, thank you. May I call you Miss Paltrow?
Sure.
Okay, fantastic. As you've seen the last few days, we always have the witnesses give background information, tell about yourself, etc. I have a feeling that everybody in the courtroom knows who you are. So we're not going to go through all the background. We're just going to kind of cut to the chase. Is that fair?
Sounds fine.
All right, wonderful. Let's just talk about skiing.
Is it too noisy? This is very good court sound, so I just turned it down as just a scotch. But if it's too noisy, let me know on the trial rewatch, because they have very good audio in here. So let me know if it's too noisy, but I'll keep playing. Here we go.
Understanding is that you are pretty much an intermediate type skier.
I would characterize myself as intermediate.
Okay. You've been skiing since you were a child.
I have.
Okay. Do you do black diamonds, blues, greens? I'm not really a skier, so you've got to kind of help me out with this.
I prefer to do more blues than blacks.
Okay. And blue is intermediate, right? Under black?
Yes.
Okay. And the bandana run where this accident occurred, it was a green run?
Yes, to my recollection.
Fantastic. So as an intermediate skier, would you say that you skied enough to at least be familiar with the rules of skiing?
I think so, yes.
All right. And what are those rules?
I think, use common sense, ski safely, be aware of other skiers around you.
Okay. What about skiing in control? Is that something that you need to do?
Yes, absolutely.
You have to give the right of way to those who are downhill.
Yes.
Okay. You also have certain responsibilities if you're in a collision. Is that fair?
Yes, which I learned more about post the collision.
I bet. You've probably been hit over the head with all of that information since the time, right?
Indeed.
Okay. So let's talk about those things. Did you know the rules at the time of the collision that if you're in a collision with someone, you need to give your name and information, contact information?
So because I was hit by Mr. Sanderson and he was at fault, I assumed that Eric, who was our ski instructor, who was there at the time, who was overseeing the event, he said, I'm going to leave all of your information. And he said, you should go ski down because my kids were waiting for me.
And I appreciate that, but my question was, did you know of the rule of skiing if you are in a collision that you need to share that information?
Your Honor, this is irrelevant. This is not part of their negligence claim.
Overruled. I've overruled. Go ahead.
Can you repeat the question?
Absolutely. At the time of the collision, were you aware of the rule that if you're in a collision, you need to share your name, your contact?
All right, what are you thinking about the outfit of the attorney here, Chup Chup?
I'm not that impressed.
No, it looks oversized, too. I mean,
I don't really like her top underneath her suit jacket.
I don't like any of it. And yes, I'll just say right now, she's a freaking bee, all right? And her client is a piece of crap, all right? He's looking for a payday, and he didn't get one, all right? But no, she's a total bee. All right, but we'll get there. And also, this attorney is a major idiot. She's dumb as all shit. One of the worst lawyers ever on planet Earth, in my opinion. Just terrible lawyer. Hey, Denise Melnidoff is here in French Psycho. Hi, Denise Melnidoff. Yeah, she's got huge shoulder pads. She looks like a football player. She's getting ready. Hi, Chucky. How are you? That jacket comes from Nancy Pelosi's closet line.
And she does not have very good hair.
No, it's too big. It's not tailored. That's right. It's a terrible outfit, but we'll see more. Don't worry. She's going to act out this whole skiing event thing. Yeah, this will be good.
Contact information with the person that you're involved in a collision with.
I don't think I was aware of the rule.
Okay. Were you aware that there is kind of a rule of common decency to do that?
I would not have left the scene without leaving my information, and my information was left.
Did you provide that information?
No, Eric Christensen, who was the ski instructor with us, said he would leave all the information.
You don't know if he did or did not, though, do you? You weren't there when he did.
Well, subsequently, I know that he did.
I'm not asking that. I'm asking when you were there at the collision, you didn't ensure that it was given. You weren't there when it was given.
I was not there when it was given.
All right. And it's also, I think you even admitted in your deposition that it's the rule of common decency to make sure that everybody's okay, exchange information, and to follow those skiing rules. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about that day after I get a drink.
Okay. I'll have one as well.
Do you have one? Oh, we have some.
I do. Thank
Okay,
you.
great. So I just want to kind of set the stage. You're skiing that day. My understanding, it was a nice conditions, beautiful day.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. Sorry. And Deer Valley, we know that Deer Valley is always immaculately groomed. Good conditions on the slopes.
Good conditions.
All right. You were skiing that day with your daughter, Apple, correct?
Yes.
Moses.
Mm-hmm. My son.
And Brad Falchuk, who was your boyfriend at the time, now current husband.
Correct.
All right. And his 2 children.
That's right.
Right. And his kids were the same approximate age as yours on the day of the ski collision.
They all remain the same age.
That's a
As each
very,
other.
very good point.
We're like the Brady Bunch. Girls are the same age, boys are the same age.
All right. And back then it was 12 and 9?
11 and 9.
11 and 9. All right. Fantastic. And the day of the collision, I think you had been to Deer Valley twice prior to that
I believe so.
Okay. And this was the first day of your ski trip.
I think that's correct.
Okay. And I don't know how many days you were there, but I know, at least from what you've told us, that after that first day, you also skied the next day.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, good, because they are claiming that Gwyneth Paltrow ran over him and then, of course, abandoned the scene and left him there injured for dead, basically. Oh, yes, he wasn't going to survive because Gwyneth Paltrow escaped the scene or something. That's what's going on there, Coop.
So when Mr. Sanderson was at home, you were skiing?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. So the children, all 4 of them, had lessons during that trip.
That's right.
Okay. Would you agree that those lessons were fairly expensive?
They were.
Okay. Do you remember about how much they were?
What does that matter?
I would have to check. Whatever the Deer Valley rate is what we paid.
Okay. Let me know if this is about right. At least from what I saw in your deposition, the total bill was around $8,980. Does that sound about right for 4?
I think that misstates the evidence. I think that was for both families.
For 4 kids.
I would honestly have to check.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
But it's very expensive.
Very expensive.
Very.
Right. And then tips on top of that.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm assuming, you're under oath here, that you're a good tipper.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. I wouldn't expect anything less. All right. So let's talk about your daughter, Apple. She was 11.
What the hell does her being a good tipper have to do with anything?
Well, that's what I was saying. What do the lesson prices have to do with anything either?
I know. Well, she's trying to say that she basically gave a huge tip so that way he would testify in her defense on this. Yeah, no.
Oh, boy.
At
Seriously?
the time she left a tip, she didn't know that this jackass was going to sue her. Right? She didn't know that she was dealing with a complete moron.
Right.
Total piece of crap. All right, but yes, then she found it off. Or then they find that out that no, he's a total piece of crap. And worst individuals on planet Earth. Yes, he is.
Was?
Okay, and her instructor was Carrie Oakes.
That's correct.
All right. And Apple at the time was a good beginner.
Yes.
Okay. And your son, Moses, he was 9 at the time.
Yes.
And he was more so of a real beginner.
Yes.
All right. And his instructor was Eric Christensen.
Correct.
Okay. And I think both Carrie Oakes and Eric are coming next week.
I believe so.
All right. Fantastic. So 3 days ago, can you believe it's been only 3 days?
No.
Me neither. So 3 days ago, Mr. Owens, in his opening, talked about risky behavior, risky skiing. And he made mention that, of course, Miss Paltrow was not skiing recklessly, not taking any kind of risky behavior because her children were there that day. Do you recall him saying that?
I think it does misstate my testimony, but
Well, it wasn't testimony that you stated.
my argument.
Can you answer the question?
If I remember what he said?
No, just maybe do you agree with that? That on that day of the collision, you were not engaging in any kind of risky behavior, especially
Correct.
because your kids were there.
I was not engaging in any risky behavior.
Okay, but also, and I think your counsel made mention of this in opening, that especially because your children were there.
I don't recall him saying that.
All right, well, did your children being there make it so that you especially would not engage in risky behavior?
I didn't engage in risky behavior. I wouldn't with my children there or without my children there.
Okay. And
This is a powerful line of questioning here, Chup Chup. She's really getting to the crux of it.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Chup Chup, I'm going to step away for just a few.
Okay.
I'll let this play because I know where this is going here, but yeah, well, it'll be interesting.
kind of in life. I mean, I'm a mom, right? I've got a couple kids, actually about your age, and one of them, not your age, your daughter's age. Sorry, I'm not that old. When my kids are around, I kind of behave myself a little bit better, especially when they were younger, than on average. Would you agree with that?
I've always been very open and honest with my kids, and I think they know me very well.
Right. And would you agree that you have engaged in risky behavior with your children present?
Your Honor, may we approach?
Sure.
She is super awkward. Her questions are very weird. And she's like super passive aggressive. Pretending to be all nice, but like actually bitchy. I don't like that.
What?
And her shitty suit doesn't help.
And she's just a total moron. I mean, it's the worst line of questioning ever. I mean, and they have to do this like 6 times during her stuff because she keeps asking such stupid shit. I hope she's not even employed anymore at this point. I mean, look, we're still discussing this. Like, should we be bringing up the children?
She should open up a firm with Cardi B's lawyer.
I know. And she's like, I guess so. Okay, different line questioning. Okay. Gwyneth Paltrow's lawyer, he's pretty good. Actually. I'll give him a break on that one. Some people gave him some shit during this one, but I mean, he won, so whatever. I mean.
We're all back. Thank you. So the objection is sustained, and the jury should disregard the question.
Because it was stupid.
All right, let's go back to the day of the accident.
Okay.
So you're on Bandana, correct? It's a green run. It's true you were relatively familiar with that run, correct?
Yes, my children especially like that run.
Okay. And the accident happened towards the beginning of the run. Is that accurate?
Not at the top, but
Sure, but
Yeah.
not at the bottom.
correct.
All right. And it sounds like from what I have heard and reviewed, you had done about 4 to 5 runs that day, and you and kind of the group were going to go get some lunch with everyone.
Correct.
All right. So let's talk about as you're skiing down. Apple, we've talked about she was 11, Moses was 9. Did your children, when they were skiing or doing anything that kids do, like to ask you to watch them?
When they were very little, I remember, watch me jump in the pool and things like that when they were more like 4 or 5 years old, that sort of age.
Okay. So when Moses was 9, he didn't say, Mommy, watch me, or Mom, I don't know what he called you, but
Mama.
Mama, watch me do things.
Not that I recall on that day.
Okay. Do you remember testifying that on that day, that's exactly what did happen?
I don't remember.
All right. And I'll show you your deposition in just a second. So in fact, you remember the deposition, right?
Yes.
It was actually during 2020. It was during COVID.
Yes.
So it was via Zoom. We've never actually met in person. It was kind of on the video. And you were asked a question a number of times, were your children asking you to watch them? And you said no. I think you.
I don't remember them saying,
Okay.
watch me on that day.
Okay. Well, do you remember that in that deposition, then we played you parts of Carrie Oakes's deposition?
So, Your Honor, this is improper impeachment. I mean, what's the question that's being contested?
We're just kind of going through the history here.
Not through the deposition. Let's
I'll
hear.
allow a few questions. I think counsel was referring to what was going on during depositions, but
Yes.
please get quickly to the
Abso-
question.
Absolutely. Do you remember during your deposition being played just a portion of Apple's instructor, Carrie Oakes, her deposition, wherein she said that, yes, Moses was saying, Mommy, watch me.
That she was saying, I don't remember that while they were skiing, they were saying that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that, no.
All right. Okay. And so you don't remember then changing your testimony in your deposition, admitting that is what happened?
I'm sure if Carrie Oakes said, I'm saying, I don't remember him saying, watch me.
Okay. Yeah, Coach Your Honor.
You may.
I'm going to hand you a copy of your deposition.
I'm gonna need my reading glasses, unfortunately. Sorry about that.
I don't think there's
It's not like this would be some type of a gotcha moment.
And I'm going to read the question that was given by Mr. Sykes. Everybody's going to know it's Mr. Sykes who asked the question when I read it. Then I'm going to.
Oh, was I muted that whole time?
Yeah.
Damn it. No, the only person who allegedly saw this was the doctor's friend, all right, who was 40 feet away and colorblind. All right? And may or may not have been able to make out the people and changed his story multiple times as well. And so there you go. That's the only witness that actually saw allegedly the crash. All right. So yeah. And I'll show you when I get a chance. You'll get the chance to see him. You'll see the dirtbag who's suing her. All right. All for fame and money. That's his plan, is to grab a few bucks.
Have you answer. Now, Ms. Paltrow, and this is, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm starting on line 4.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Ms. Paltrow, isn't it true? I'm just a country lawyer here. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Isn't it true that your kids wanted to watch you ski? Or pardon me, that the kids wanted you to watch them ski. Isn't that true? And your counsel, he objected. How did you answer that question?
Let's read the objection, Your Honor, if we're going to do this.
The objection was vague as to time.
Do you want me to rule on the objection? I mean,
If we're going to read it, then we should read the objection.
Okay, read it.
Yes, the objection said vague as to time.
Yes.
Yes. And then how did you respond?
I said I can still watch my children ski and be skied directly into my back by someone.
And then you continued.
Which is what happened.
Exactly. So you were watching your children when you alleged that you were skied directly into your back by someone.
My daughter was down the hill. My son was to my left. So I was skiing. My eyes were not fixated only on my son when Mr. Sanderson skied directly into my back.
Okay. And so when Miss Oakes, who's going to testify next week, said that your son Moses was saying, "Mommy, mommy, watch me," that's who you were watching, right?
That's vague as to time, Your Honor.
Right. Yes.
Just overruled. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Sorry, what was the question?
When Moses is saying, "Mommy, mommy, watch me,"
Mm-hmm.
that's who you were looking at when you were when you were skied directly into your back.
I do not recall Moses saying, "Mommy, mommy, watch me" on the ski slope.
Okay. Well, Apple was down further, right?
Yes.
She didn't see it.
No.
Okay. And Moses, he was the one, at least according to Carrie Oakes, was calling your attention.
Okay.
Okay. 9-year-old, did he want more attention to have somebody watch them rather than 11?
Not necessarily.
Okay. Moses was skiing above you though, right? He hadn't gotten down as far as you.
He was on my left.
And up.
I was on the right. He was, oops, sorry.
Yeah, I don't get it. How is
He was
she
on the
one
left side of the
wrong
slope.
for him skiing into her back?
Yes, I believe.
Well, that's not what they're claiming. They're claiming that she ran into him because they had an expert witness come, and based on his injuries, the only way he could have got those injuries, all right, is for her to have skied into him, right?
Get out of here.
Yep. Yeah.
And where were her injuries? Did she get hit in the back?
She didn't have any injuries. Well, she was sore. She went and got a massage after this, because she was sore. But no, there's really no witnesses other than one very questionable witness, all right, who changes the story like multiple times. But bear in mind, this bitch lawyer, all right, decides that's a good idea, all right, to go out and insult an actress, all right? I mean, this is a lose-lose for her because, like I said, the jury can only see one thing. One good person and one bitch. All right, when you have two women opposed to each other, that's what you're going to see in a courtroom. All right, you're going to see, nice person, major bitch. Oh, we'll see this take place. Trust me. Her questions are so terrible that, oh boy, even her counsel's like, I need to ask for an apology. I mean, we'll get there. It's amazing.
Kind of a little bit uphill.
Okay. And that's where your attention was when you were hit allegedly in the back.
I don't know where my attention was the moment I was struck in the back. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, that's what you said, which is what happened.
He struck me in the back. Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Okay, I know, but you said, I can still watch my children ski.
Yes, meaning
directly into my back by someone, which is what happened.
Yes, exactly.
What's the pending question? It sounds like they're saying the exact same thing.
What's the question?
The question is, you were watching your children ski when you were struck in the back.
So that's asked and answered, Your Honor.
Overruled?
I was skiing and looking downhill as you do, and I was skied directly into by Mr. Sanderson.
And your 9-year-old son, you will admit, was on your left and up a bit.
To my recollection.
Okay. All right. And Carrie Oakes is the one who says that he was the one calling your attention.
You'll have to speak to Miss Oakes.
We will. All right.
How could you hear that while you're skiing? Anyway.
No.
I want to go through the accident a bit because we did this over video. We didn't really get to act it out a whole heck of a lot. But I want to just kind of talk with you first and see if this is your recollection of how it happened.
Your Honor, I think this is improper. She should just ask her what happened. Then if she testified contrary to that earlier, then she cross-examines her with the deposition.
And what's the objection?
Improper use of deposition testimony.
It's a party under Rule 32. It can be used for any purpose. You may proceed.
Thank you. You were going along relatively slowly. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to kind of ask you a couple questions. So let me know if anything I say is not accurate.
Okay.
So you're going down relatively slowly when all of a sudden you heard a strange rustling noise behind you.
Yes.
Okay. And you felt like a rush of air in a strange way.
Yes.
Okay. And two skis slid in between my skis.
That's correct.
And all of a sudden, there was a body from the whole front of a body pressing into my back.
That's right.
Okay. Like, we'll talk about this in a minute. And there was a man behind me pressing into me. How did you know it was a man?
Because he was making some strange noises that sounded male, and he was large. So I assumed it was a male.
Okay, he was large?
I felt all my back pressing.
Okay. All right. There was a man pressing behind me, pressing into me. I was extremely upset.
Well, I was confused at first, and I didn't know exactly what was happening. It's a very strange thing to happen on a ski slope. And
I agree.
And I froze, and I would say I got very upset a couple seconds later.
Okay. Let me just continue on here. I just want to make sure that I got this all right. I didn't know if it was an intentional assault of a sexual nature.
Right.
Okay. Was he grinding and thrusting or something, or just the noises? What made you think it was an assault?
We got grinding and thrusting going on, folks. Grinding and thrusting.
She is something else.
Oh, good Lord. Yes, you're right, peculiar. And she is a professional Academy Award winning actress. She can be whatever she has to be. And bear in mind, she didn't do anything wrong. This guy literally drove into or skied right into the back of her, allegedly. Well, that's what the jury found. All right, that it was not Gwyneth Paltrow's fault. All right, he had to pay her $1 after this is over. All right, he had to pay her $1. All right. Oh, we'll get to that. Oh boy, because of course the lawyer's gonna bring this up. You think? Hey, I gotta ask you a question, Chuck.
What?
You think Taylor Swift is going to come into this line of questioning?
For what reason?
Just wondering.
Oh boy. Where's the douchebag that's suing her?
Next time I see him on screen, I'll circle him.
A sexual assault.
So that was a quick thought that went through my head when I was trying to reconcile what was happening. I was skiing, and two skis came between my skis, forcing my legs apart, and then there was a body pressing against me, and there was a very strange grunting noise. So my brain was trying to make sense of what was happening. I thought, is this a practical joke? Is someone like doing something perverted? This is really, really strange. My mind was going very, very quickly, and I was trying to ascertain what was happening.
Okay. And I think you said, I didn't know if it was an accident, but he was groaning and grunting in a very disturbing way.
Yes, there was a sort of groan coming out of his mouth.
Okay. Then you said, I froze.
Yes.
We kept skiing.
Right.
We went to the right.
Yes,
We came crashing down together.
that's right.
Okay. You said this man was behind me on the mountain. My knee and our skis were still sort of tangled up.
Mm-hmm.
Is that yes?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. Our bodies were almost spooning, and I moved away quickly.
Yes.
And my knee splayed open, and I was completely in shock.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to stop there.
Okay.
And if the court and Ms. Paltrow, if you don't mind, since again, when we did this over Zoom, would you mind stepping down and us kind of acting this out a little bit so I could get a good feel?
Are you kidding me?
Let's act this one out, kids.
Are they gonna put skis on?
With the skis on, and she's gonna act the whole thing out.
Stop it.
Worst lawyer ever. You continue a career after this.
What an embarrassment.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better. Spooning has been called.
Hey, Serena.
Serena, how are you, my friend? How are you, Serena? Wonderful moderator, Serena. Hi, Serena. Jay, stop here, too. We need to speak about that. Of course we do. My God, this is going to get insane. And if you don't like me stopping it, you're going to be disappointed because there's going to be a lot of stops upcoming because it gets freaking wild. Oh, man. Here we go.
Hey, can we approach, Your Honor?
Sure.
I think we should probably approach on this one. That would make sense. We should probably approach excuse me, Your Honor, are we actually going to have Gwyneth Paltrow come down and act shit out with the other lawyer? They're going to put on a play down here. The lawyers, and she's like, listen, this could be valuable information, all right? And this would be really, really good. And she's like, listen, Judge, if she comes down here, I can show people what actually happened. And let's do that, Your Honor. And I mean, I just need her to come down so we can compare height sizes and, we can recreate the accidents. Very important. Very important that we do this.
Seems insane, honestly.
The court doesn't mind if I act it out, correct?
Let's just get a sustained.
Yeah, the objection was sustained as requested, but you're welcome to move around the courtroom.
Wonderful, thank you. Do you have a...
You're welcome to make a fool of yourself.
She's gonna go act it out by herself. Folks, this happens. She's gonna act the damn thing out by herself. But don't worry, her co-counsel is gonna make some wonderful suggestions. This is amazing. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Testing.
Okay, Ms. Paltrow, so your counsel doesn't want you to come down, so I'm not
Your
going to ask
Honor,
you to come down.
that's inappropriate. The judge sustained the objection, so she shouldn't comment on what I want. It's what the judge wants.
The objection was sustained.
I am going to try and be both you and Mr. Sanderson at the same time.
Let's
Fair?
have
How does that make any sense?
Best lawyer ever in the world. She's going to act it out by herself. I hope she never got another client ever again after this. But now she's going to act out this entire thing. But hey, hang on. All right? Her co-counsel has a good idea. All right, sit tight. This is a good one.
Bob can be.
Your Honor, let's have Mr. Sanderson. He's here. Let's have him come.
I don't want to. We're not going to reenact what happened. I think you can ask questions, and if you want to stand and move around in order to help you with those questions, you can do that.
All right. So this guy here, this is the plaintiff here. This guy over here, and this dummy is like, Bob's right here. Why doesn't Bob come up and act it out with her?
Jesus.
It's like he has Slobby as co-counsel. Your Honor, Bob's right here. He can do this. He can act it out with her up on stage. I mean, in the front of the courtroom. But don't trust me. This is why I'm not covering this whole case. This was the best damn part of the whole thing. It's insane. All right. Oh, but she's going to continue on, and she will act it out. And there's... this is just one day, James. Did she attend same law uni as BBB and Gene Chris? I think so. They were classmates. That's why I'm only showing this encounter. I'm not showing the whole court case. No. I got this one for us today because it's so fun.
But that's as far as we're going to go.
That's not a problem at all. All right. So since you're not down here, may I ask how tall you are?
I'm just under 5'10".
Okay. I am so jealous.
I think I'm shrinking though.
You and me both. I have to wear 4-inch heels just to make it to 5'5".
Wow,
so
they're very nice.
Well, thank you. So, all right. So as of right now, I'm Gwyneth Paltrow. Okay. I'm skiing down. Can you tell me with my legs?
So right now, I'm Gwyneth Paltrow.
This is so weird.
This isn't real. As of right now, I'm Gwyneth Paltrow. Okay, so I'm... and she's going to be... There's going to be a whole damn... There's going to... I just kind of freaking play and I'm going to be laughing my ass off.
I don't know. Again, I'm not much of a skier. Are you snow plowing? Are you parallel? Kind of orient my legs first of all. Sorry. I can do this. I can do this.
Not snow plowing, just skis.
All right.
It's hard for me to see where you're standing.
May she come down just to see?
You can.
Is that okay?
You can see better. You can walk further forward, Miss Van.
Oh, sure. Great. No problem. All right. So.
Well, now the jury can't see her.
Well, now the jury can't see her.
What a bunch of bullshit. Wow.
Walk around the corner so Gwyneth Paltrow can see her reenact this by herself. And now the judge makes a wonderful ruling here, though. This is, like I told you, this one little exchange, it's gold, folks. That's why we're sharing it. It's wonderful.
The jury, you can go ahead and stand or move wherever you feel you need to see what's going on here.
All right. So are my feet oriented correctly?
Yes.
Go ahead and tell me how to move them.
I think, skiing down, going to the right.
Okay. So about
probably a little bit further apart.
Okay. About like that.
And then 2 skis slide slowly between my skis.
All right. So my feet are about, what, a foot apart? Would you say 18 inches?
Probably.
Okay. And you believe that 2 skis slid right between?
That is correct.
Okay. And so all of a sudden you see these 2 skis coming in between your legs. I would have freaked out too.
And I did.
Okay. So the skis are coming. How far did the skis get in between your legs before you guys fell?
His body pressed up into my back.
Okay.
So I froze. I don't know exactly how far the skis would have come through.
Okay.
Because then I noticed his body pressing against my back.
Okay.
And then it was probably a few good seconds, and then we fell to the right. Somebody must have caught an edge.
Okay. So when you froze and you're skiing together, I think you said at one point it was like you were spooning.
Well, when we fell down, I fell on his body, he fell on the ground, and so it was kind of like a spoon on the ground.
Okay, so
Your Honor, the defendant has come into well of the court here. Why can't we see it to the plaintiff? That's fine.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
okay. Well, now that Mr. Sanderson is here, and I don't need you to do anything, Terry, but just for comparison's sake, I'm in my heels. We're about the same height, about 5'5" with heels.
It's roughly.
Oh, tell me I'm taller, please. Okay, so
Yeah, tell a lame joke to make yourself look like less of a bitch. No, actually, that makes you look like more of a bitch.
This is the stupidest thing ever.
She's not becoming more likable here, I can tell you, by saying a dumbass joke when Gwyneth Paltrow's being completely adorable there. And I'm not even a Gwyneth Paltrow fan. I think, what was she in, like the Friends thing or something?
No, she wasn't in Friends.
What was Gwyneth
She's
Paltrow?
been in a bunch of movies.
Oh, I thought she was in Friends. She wasn't in Friends?
No, that's Lisa Kudrow.
Oh, yeah. Well, hang on. Let me see what Gwyneth's been in. Okay. Look real fast, because once again, I'm not a fan. I'm just saying this lady's an idiot. Oh, she was in Contagion. Oh, she was in Contagion. Oh, yeah, she died. She cheated on Matt Damon. You remember that one? Contagion?
I don't know if I saw that one.
Yeah, she cheated on Matt Damon, and then she ended up getting the world sick. I remember that. That was terrible. It was terrible what she did.
I don't think I saw that one.
Clearly, I'm not a fan because she got the entire world sick and caused COVID. Basically, the coup, basically, because I saw that. I saw that documentary, and then she passed away, unfortunately. It was terrible. It was terrible what happened to her. So that clearly happened. Okay. Oh, she wasn't in Friends. Yeah, okay, my bad. Yeah, she wasn't Phoebe. My bad.
So we've got Mr. Sanderson that's about 5'5" that comes in back of you, and you said that you felt something huge. What was your word behind you?
Just a big body.
A big body. All right. And was it just the front of his body that touched the back of your body?
I couldn't see in the back of my head.
Sure.
But I felt a body press against my back.
But there was no grabbing, like he didn't like grab your waist or grab your arms?
No, not at all. No.
Nothing like that?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. So skis slide between, you kind of freeze, you end up, maybe your skis kind of cross, you end up going down. Would you agree that Mr. Sanderson fell to the ground and then you fell on top?
I don't know if it was simultaneous. I don't remember.
Okay. But you didn't fall and hit the ground, correct?
I don't remember exactly where I hit.
Okay.
But I fell over.
All right. And
with Mr. Sanderson.
Right. And Mr. Sanderson fell and hit the ground.
Yes.
What's spooning going on?
All right. So going back here, you guys are on the ground. Now you realize, right? You're not saying to the jury that this was in any way, shape, or form a sexual assault.
I am not saying that.
Okay.
I'm just saying what went through my mind for a split second when it was happening.
All right, great. So you're down on the ground, and then you started yelling at him.
I don't remember if I started yelling at him while I was on the ground. I remember pushing away because I was very upset and it was still very strange to me what had happened. And I pushed down the hill and I turned around and I yelled at him.
Okay. Did you scream before you went down?
I don't think so.
Okay. So if others heard a scream, you wouldn't, that wasn't you?
No, I froze. When he slid between my skis, I absolutely froze. And I don't remember yelling or screaming until I was very angry at what had happened.
Okay. And so you guys are on the ground. And then you said to him, I think you don't know if you were up or if you were still on the ground, but he was still on the ground, right?
Yes.
When you said, "What are you doing?"
Yes.
Okay. Like, why did you do that?
Yes.
And he said, "I think you skied into me."
Yes.
And that's when you were furious and said, "You skied directly into my effing back at the
Sorry.
top of your lungs."
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I apologize for my bad language.
And well, in fact, you were screaming that so hard, you were worried that Moses was hearing you.
Yes.
Okay. And after you were screaming to him, isn't that when Mr. Sanderson said, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry"?
I said, "You skied directly into my effing back." And he said, "Oh, sorry, I'm sorry."
Right. And that was you screaming at him while he's on the ground still, right?
I was yelling at him.
Pretty loud, pretty forceful.
I was pretty
That's what yelling
upset.
means.
Right? You're
Yeah.
small but mighty. Actually, you're not that small.
Now you're fat shaming her?
Well, and you're making comments?
What are all these comments that are going on? Actually, you're not that small. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, her lawyer should be objecting to her little comments in between the questions.
I know, like every single, like earlier when she's like, "I'm 5'10". She's like, "I'm so jealous. I have to wear these high heels just to be 5'6". And she's like,
Yeah.
"No, they're very nice. They're very nice." I've never skied before. I have no idea. All I know is this guy is looking for a payday and for fame. And yes, he even had a bunch of messages afterwards where he was messaging his daughter saying, "Oh my God, I'm famous now." And they were like, "Oh, are you okay?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." But then all of a sudden he's got the worst broken ribs in the world. All right, this severe brain injury that lasts for years. He's got a year-long concussion. It's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, in my
Wow.
he saw a celebrity, tried to cop a feel by crashing, got humiliated, trying to, and then sued her afterwards. That would be my deduction too. that would be my deduction too. Major loser, major dirtbag. Major loser, major dirtbag in my opinion.
So when he said, "I'm sorry, would you agree that he kind of mumbled it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then you remember Eric came over, Eric Christensen.
Yes.
Who was Moses's instructor.
Correct.
Okay. And that was when you were concerned that, oh gosh, Moses is close by. He's hearing me yell obscenities at this man.
Which is not my custom.
Right. And I think you said that. And at some point, the man stood up and we were all sort of talking.
Yes.
What conversation did you have with Mr. Sanderson standing up?
I wasn't having a conversation with him. Eric was helping him up and asking if he was okay.
Okay. Eric eventually yanked him up, right? He pulled him up.
He helped him up.
Okay.
He yanked him up, nearly ripped his arms out of his sockets, yanking him up, or he helped him up. Look at her face. I mean, this is a lawyer who is really trying to sell something that did not happen. All right? I mean, yanked him up, And one of his arms fell off and skied down the hill itself, right? And she's like, I don't know. I didn't see that.
He didn't get up on his own accord.
He helped him.
And were you still standing right there when he helped him?
I believe I was, yes.
You sure you hadn't skied down a little bit?
I might have skied down a little bit. My son was down a little bit, and my now husband came over at some point.
Okay.
I remember moving away from Mr. Sanderson after he collided into me and we hit the ground.
Okay. And do you remember, we've heard from Craig Ramone, he was the first individual who testified. Do you remember him coming to the scene?
I do not.
You don't remember him at all?
No.
You don't remember him being there or asking you, are you okay?
I do not.
Okay. You don't remember him asking Terry if he was okay?
I don't recall.
Okay. All right. And then I think what you've said is Eric told you, I'm going to handle this. And that's what I think you've said people do. They handle things for you.
I don't believe I said that.
You've never said that?
I believe what I said was in the acting world, that's a world of representatives. So you have an agent who represents you. And so if they say, I'm going to provide information, you allow somebody to represent you. So when Eric, as an accredited Deer Valley ski instructor, said to me, I'll fill out the paperwork, he knew also that my daughter was at the bottom waiting for me to come for lunch or at the lunch place.
And so Mr. Christensen handled it for you.
Mr. Christensen stayed and filled out the report, made sure Mr. Sanderson was okay, and said to me, you can go ahead.
Okay. How do you know that if you weren't there?
Because he told me.
Okay. That's what he told you?
Yes.
But you weren't there to see it?
He told you can leave. He wasn't there. Objective form. I don't understand.
Sustain. Go ahead with your questions.
You weren't there when the paperwork or the exchange of information was given, fair?
Fair.
All right. And would you agree that Mr. Christensen did not see the incident, didn't see the collision?
Correct.
Okay.
He just saw us right afterwards.
Right. And in fact, nobody from Deer Valley saw the collision.
Correct.
Your kids didn't see the collision.
That's right.
Okay. The only person that, and you may not be aware of this, the only person who says that they saw the collision was Mr. Ramone.
Yes.
Okay. The way you answer that makes me think that you don't believe that he saw it.
I did not believe his testimony.
Do you believe that he saw the collision?
No. I don't believe that he saw what he thinks he saw.
Ms. Paltrow, why would he lie?
This is a man.
Goes to motive, Your Honor. But,
You really want her to answer that question? Even the attorneys can go, let this one slide. Go ahead and answer this one. This is on you. You asked this question.
perhaps that's not the right objection under the rules, so let me be quiet and withdraw my objection.
Can you answer it?
He said he was at 40 feet away and colorblind. I don't know how he can be positive about what he saw, especially with how much he changed his story.
Well, what does colorblind have to do with anything? My husband's colorblind. We tease him all the time that he can't tell red or green. But what does that have to do with not seeing who hit who?
Well, if you have two people in ski gear with helmets on and you're 40 plus feet away, I'm not sure how you can discern who is who.
Okay, well.
And I can tell you that he didn't, because Mr. Sanderson categorically hit me on that ski slope, and that is the truth.
And I'm sure that that's what you believe. I'm not saying
because it's the truth.
I'm not saying that.
Let's get a question.
So you and Mr. Sanderson, if you're almost 5'10", Terry's 5'5", pushing it.
Your Honor, that's facts not in evidence.
Counsel, you'll have an opportunity to redirect or to direct examine. So go ahead.
If you two stood next to each other, do you think that somebody would confuse the two of you?
I don't know. I'm telling you what happened.
Okay. All right. So you're screaming at Terry, worried that Moses hears you. You admit that you were shaken up.
Yes.
Okay. You don't recall Mr. Ramon being there
I do not.
or asking you if you were okay?
I do not.
Did anybody ask you if you were okay?
I remember Eric Christensen asking me if I was okay, and Brad, my now husband, asking me if I was okay.
Okay. And when you talked to Brad, he was down further, right? Down with
Yes.
Moses. So none of that took place where my client was.
He came over to me after the fall.
Okay. And I just want to make sure you don't have any kind of medical training.
No,
Okay. You don't know what injuries Mr. Sanderson did or did not sustain in the accident.
I do not.
Okay. Are you aware now that you've sat here the last 3 days that he did sustain 4 broken ribs?
Yes.
Okay. Aware that he sustained a concussion?
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware that he had to be taken down on a toboggan?
So we should be clear, like, does she know as a result of this testimony, or does she know personally?
Would you clarify your question?
Yeah, sure. How did you learn that he broke 4 ribs?
Through all of this.
Okay. And to make it clear, I don't want to find out anything that your lawyers told you. That's attorney-client privilege. We can't. So anytime I'm asking you, I don't want you to tell me what your lawyers have told you.
Okay.
Through the court proceedings, is that fair?
That's fair.
All right. You learned that Mr. Sanderson broke 4 ribs.
Yes.
Okay. And that he sustained a concussion.
Correct.
Okay. That he was taken down on toboggan.
Yes.
Did you learn of that day?
No.
Did you inquire?
What is your name again? Sorry. Kristen?
Yes.
Sorry, I was going to say Kristen.
It's all right.
I think you have to keep in mind when you're the victim of a crash, right? Your psychology is not.
Okay, let me do y'all a solid here. All right. This here I just put in the chat. This was her lawyer. This is the female who's representing her. She sucks. All right, in my opinion. You should go hire her if you want to lose in court. She's pretty much wonderful. I mean, for a loser. All right. And she allowed this to happen. Don't forget, she just did an arts and craft, self little thing with herself up there where she was dancing around in front of everybody by herself, pretending to be 2 people. How'd that work out for you?
It was so embarrassing. Like, I have secondhand embarrassment for her.
Well, it's the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my life. But don't worry, she'll bring more.
Oh, no.
She'll bring a little more. Oh, man. I'll be right back. Chup.
Okay.
Not necessarily thinking about the person who perpetrated it.
So the answer to my question is no, you did not inquire.
I did not.
Okay. Did you ever ask, hey, how was that guy that ran into the back of me? Is he okay? Did you ever ask anybody from Deer Valley about that?
I did not, because at the time I did not know that he had sustained injuries like that. I thought it was very minor on the day.
And you didn't stick around long enough to find that out.
I stuck around long enough for him to say he was okay, to stand up, that he told Mr. Christensen he was okay.
And when he was helped up by Mr. Christensen, again, you weren't right there. You were down a ways.
Just a few feet down, yes.
Okay. Could you tell if Mr. Sanderson was still dazed or unsteady on his feet?
I could not. I don't know.
Okay. And again, you didn't leave your name, address, contact information. You didn't fill out any paperwork in connection with this accident.
Eric did on my behalf.
Right. But I'm asking about you personally.
Well, it has been asked and answered.
Sustained.
Okay. after the incident, you skied down, went to lunch, and then my understanding is you got a massage.
So after the accident, I met all the rest of the kids at lunch. We all gathered, we had lunch, and I still felt very shaky, and my knee was bothering me, my back was bothering me, so I decided to go in early and get a massage.
Okay. You never did seek any kind of medical treatment for your knee or your back?
No.
Okay. Now, at the scene, before you skied down and had lunch, there was no indication that Mr. Sanderson knew who you were. Is that fair?
I don't know.
Okay. I think, well, you testified there was no indication of that. You were wearing goggles, a helmet.
Yes.
Okay, kind of looked like everybody else on the slope.
That's always my intention.
Okay. Probably had a better ski outfit, though, I bet.
I still have the same one. I just have one.
Yeah, but he found out
So
after he
nobody
got the
on the
paperwork.
hill would be able to recognize you. Is that fair? Maybe your family and friends.
I have been recognized on ski slopes before.
Okay. Do you recall testifying in your deposition that no one on the hill would be able to recognize me?
That would be the idea.
Okay.
But sometimes paparazzi has a way of figuring it out, is my point.
Okay. So your testimony to the jury here today is Mr. Sanderson skied into you.
That is correct.
All right. Craig Ramone, you said he's not telling the truth or you don't believe him.
I'm telling you that what he said is not what happened.
Okay. So in other words, if somebody says something that's not what happened, they're lying.
He is not telling the truth.
All right.
I don't know
Yes,
if he knows
someone
he's
said
lying,
something
but
that
I'm
didn't
telling you what he
happen.
said
They're
is
lying.
unfortunately not the truth.
All right. Well, in addition to Mr. Ramone, you've sat here when some of the experts have testified.
Mhm.
We had Dr. Gibby and we heard Dr. Boehm. I always want to say Baum or Boehm.
Yes.
Boehm.
Mhm.
You've heard their testimony that the only way that Mr. Sanderson's ribs could have been broken where they were is that if he was hit from behind. You disagree with that?
I think it misstates their testimony.
I guess I'm not sure what the objection is, but it's overruled. The jury will have to remember what the testimony was.
That means you get to answer. You disagree with their testimony?
Absolutely, I disagree.
Okay. What medical training do you have to disagree with that?
She was there.
She has the right to disagree with it. It's not anything to do with medical training. She's terrible. She's horrible.
Did you attend medical school? And the thing is, though, Gwyneth is laughing because she's like, this line of questioning is so stupid.
It's absurd, honestly.
Because I was there. That's how I can disagree with him. It happened to me.
He's like, so if somebody said something that didn't happen, that's a lie.
So
yeah, that's a lie.
If you're a jury member, you see two things here. You see Gwyneth Paltrow, and then this major bitch of an attorney being a total D-bag. All right? And that's what you see. And you're like, I'm going with Gwyneth on this one because this lady's a major B.
I mean, she is really reaching.
Well,
Like, all the way across the room.
Wayne says, well, she did play a doctor on TV. So, well, okay, yeah, I don't know, did she? Well, she did play doctor. She did play doctor. Okay, so yeah, she had a lot of medical training as a doctor. This is delightful.
I'm just telling you the truth of what actually happened.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
All right. And you don't have any other witnesses who sought to support your position, correct?
Well, I have a lot of witnesses who saw the split seconds afterwards and the positions of the bodies on the mountain, which would indicate very clearly who hit who.
Okay. Do you have any witnesses who saw it?
Who saw the collision?
The collision.
No.
All right. And you're not trained in accident reconstruction.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Neither am I. All right. So, Ms. Paltrow, isn't it true that this was an accident that you caused?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Would you agree that you are accident prone?
So, Your Honor, can we have a bench meeting on this?
Why don't we take our recess now?
Now once on Jimmy Kimmel, all right, I believe she was on the show and she had said to Jimmy Kimmel that she's accident prone, all right, or that she, is clumsy.
It's a figure of speech.
They're trying to say that clearly she ran into this guy due to her condition of being accident prone. As she's there in her terrible, terrible suit. Attended the same school as the lawyers in the Afro-Man trials, and he did. He might be the same lawyer, I don't know. It's so funny how stupid this is. She's accident prone, so therefore her condition led to this. It was her condition. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. She's very accident prone. Now, this is a big deal. This is a big deal.
Which motion?
Number 14. Previous unrelated injuries.
The court's ruling on that was that it appears the plaintiff does not intend to inquire into the areas covered by that motion. I think it was represented to the court and the motion was therefore granted. The ruling would be revisited if the defendant opens the door to these areas of evidence at trial. What's the relevance? Let's say she's clumsy. There's been no testimony that clumsiness in any way contributed to the accident.
Your Honor, we also mentioned during that court hearing that questions were asked repeatedly in Ms. Paltrow's deposition if she was accident prone, to which she said, no, I am not, which she has admitted a number of times that she is. So this is all impeachment evidence. And that's when the court said, okay, that's impeachment. Please provide that information.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Robert.
To counsel, which I did. He has all of the articles, etc., and the video where Ms. Paltrow went on Jimmy Kimmel saying, yes, I am accident prone. I am always running into things, which is I'm a moron, which is very relevant to this case.
How? Yeah.
Because we believe that that's exactly what she did, is she ran into things like she
pauses to say I'm a moron. Not under Gwyneth Paltrow's. But basically, she's calling herself a moron at this point.
This is insane.
I told you, this lawyer's the best lawyer ever. Well, I mean... I say, hey, Kristen Van Orman. Go hire her.
Did she get wrecked after this trial was over on social media?
I'll have to go. I'm sure she did. But Elemental P, I found your lady. This is your one. Get a hawk for JJ on this one. This is your lawyer. She's just as good as Saran Wrap. So terrific.
Always does. She was asked if she ever said that. She said no, and we have impeachment evidence that she has.
But you've got your accident reconstructionist did not testify that her clumsiness somehow had played a part in the cause of the accident.
It's not just clumsiness. It says she's running into things and that she's accident prone. Absolutely. That's the heart of this. And the point is, she was asked a number of times in her deposition, were you...
That part I think I see as collateral impeachment.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see that as, I don't see that as your avenue to get the evidence in. The closest, I guess, is your theory of the case, but you've got no expert and no one that testified that clumsiness somehow played a part in the accident. So it would just be argument based on kind of fringe impeachment.
It's not clumsiness. It's being accident prone and always running into things.
Okay.
Which is what we contend she did in this case.
All right. Let me hear it from Mr. Owens.
We shouldn't pretend that we have not had this fight before. I'm in deja vu from 2 months ago when when you already ruled on this. The judge, Your Honor, said the ruling will be revisited if defendant opens the door to these areas of evidence at trial. That's part of page 13. I didn't even have the motions around because we've already had it granted. So why would we need to go dig and find out what our motion said? So, Your Honor, Ramon didn't testify that she looked clumsy, for instance. Ms. Paltrow never says, did not say, I've never been clumsy. Anyway, you've ruled, and we're in deja vu here.
I've ruled, under Rule 404, evidence of a person's character or character trait is not admissible to prove that on a particular occasion the person acted in conformity with the character or trait. And under the court's motion in limine decision, it indicates on page 13, motion 14 pertains to her public appearances and previous unrelated injuries. That's the previous instances of that I believe that Ms. Van Orman's referring to. And the court's order says it appears the plaintiff does not intend to inquire into the areas covered by these motions, and the motions are therefore granted. The ruling will be revisited if the defendant opens the door. If that occurs and the plaintiff wishes to present any of the categories of evidence, he must first address this with the court out of the presence of the jury. And I guess there wasn't any request. Is that what your motion that is pending relates to, that you want a clarification?
No, that's regarding the ski expert.
Okay.
But what about prior inconsistent statements, Your Honor? I'm entitled to ask her if she's testified that she's lied under oath a number of times, and I want to be...
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, you're really going to say that, counsel? You're really going to say that? By the way, just one more super chat away from a giveaway.
Lied under oath is crazy.
She's going to get hit on this one. The judge is going to give her an opportunity. The judge is nice to her here. And yeah, look at Gwyneth's face. She's like, what? I did what? Right? She might not have remembered some stuff, but what? She lied under oath? That's a harsh statement there. And quite frankly, you're on the verge. You're on the verge of defaming and slandering the woman. I would be careful, counsel. But he's going to give her a chance to walk this back. He will do that, which is actually really nice of the judge. He's going to give her a chance to walk this one back.
Your Honor,
to show the jury that...
And I want it withdrawn this moment.
Well,
she has testified
just a moment.
inconsistent.
Just a moment. Well, counsel, I'm talking, okay? Have a seat. Okay, when the statement that you just made, do you want to rephrase that?
Yes, absolutely. She has made prior inconsistent statements. During her deposition, Ms. Paltrow was asked a number of times, 3, 4, 5 times.
That may be on this issue. That
Yes.
may be, but to me, without some witness tying it into the essential elements of this case, or the essential issues in this case, I see it as collateral impeachment. So
Even the fact that Mr. Ramon has testified that she skied into Mr. Sanderson, as in she is also walking into walls, etc.
the
Oh
ruling
my
was,
God.
my understanding was that the plaintiff was not going to inquire into the areas covered by the motions, which included that the previous unrelated injuries or other instances of conduct. So I'm going to stand by my ruling. I haven't revisited it. I think it's a good ruling. So.
I'd like an apology, Your Honor.
There was, and I am sorry, all I'm saying, there were inconsistent statements. I am not trying to slander Ms. Paltrow nor say that she's lying by any which way, form.
We accept. My client says she accepts that.
Okay, thank you. Let's take a short break and come back maybe 5 after.
Wow. Yes, slander Paltrow. That's a good idea. Go do that. She's doing a good job.
She's terrible.
I don't know what you're talking about with checks. I pay for my sub. I've watched this person for years take advantage of chat. I just can't. I don't know what you're talking about with checks. Are you talking about me? I'm not taking advantage of the chat. I might be missing something, but no, with checks. I'm not taking advantage of the chat. But
I don't know what's going on.
I hope all's well. Hi, Venom. How are you, my friend? Hi, Venom. I hope all's well with checks. I always like with checks. So, yeah, I hope everything's well there. But, yeah, I don't know if I missed something, but it's all good on my end. But, yeah, that was just amazing. Yeah, slander the woman while she's sitting over there. And when she hears her face, when she hears what she said, she's like, what? It's like, excuse me? Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Oh, but this lawyer, she goes on. She goes on. She has a good time up there. She has a good time. There we go. Now we're back to the judge here.
Jury is on its way. Okay, come on.
Hi, Magi Kangle. Magi Kangle's back. Hi, Magi Kangle. How are you, my friend? Magi Kangle is back.
Hey, Magic Angel.
Even unpaid ones, if they're funny. Yes, I read everything I see, but now you have to keep in mind, though, I am over on the Gwyneth Paltrow side, and I am clicking buttons over there, so I do miss a little bit because I'm pausing and fast forwarding and stuff. So yes, I do the best I can. I But yeah, I try and read everything I see when I can. But when I switch over to a different stream like the Gwyneth Paltrow side, I don't see my own chat. I'm not involved there. So it is very difficult on trial rewatches to do that because I'm doing other things. So
Glad you're back, Magic Angel. I hope you've been okay. I don't know where you've been, but hopefully you've been all right.
But Peculiar says, Jay, you're goody. I'm goody. I'm goody. I'm goody. Oh.
You know who says that to me now to mess with me? Saturn.
Funny.
Saturn does it to me all the time now. It's hilarious.
Hi, Tammy J. Hi, Tammy J.
Hi, Tammy J.
Sorry I made you wait for it. Hi, Tammy J. If you see this, I hope you're doing well. And I'm sure tonight on the show you'll get a lot of words in.
We can only hope. I mean,
clearly they have zero interest in hearing from you as the boys talk over you nonstop with no impunity. They're just like, did you hear the other night when Fleabag had asked her a question like 3 times, and every single time, right, she couldn't even answer the damn question. It's terrible. It's terrible.
that's the way it always goes. They always just talk over the top of her.
I know. Poor kid. Hang in there, though. Hang in there, kid. Did she back into him? Yes, that's what happened. She backed right into him.
Yeah, she backed up the hill right into him.
Yes, please. I think the jury's coming.
They're waiting.
Okay, you can bring them in.
All right.
Aw. Well, I hope you're done moving. Moving sucks.
Yeah, moving sucks. Please tickle that like button.
Yeah,
Ms.
if
Van
I
Orman, you
gotta
may
hit
proceed.
the like button,
Yes,
you guys
thank
gotta
you.
hit the like button.
So, Ms. Paltrow, I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about kind of this was where my whole
Objection was sustained.
I'm sure it was on the record whenever it was there. I don't recall.
Okay, I think we just said that now would be a good time for a bench meeting, but
The objection was sustained.
Okay, I'm moving on, shifting gears.
Right.
So, Ms. Paltrow, the reason I got involved in this case in the first place was your counterclaim. So I want to talk with you about the counterclaim. Is it true that you feel it's unfair that Mr. Sanderson has brought this case against you?
I do.
And he has deterred you from enjoying the rest of what was a very expensive vacation?
Well, I lost half a day of skiing.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay. And I think that's what your counsel has argued as well, that you you had a full day pass, but you can only ski a half a day.
Yes, I went back down after lunch.
Okay, right. And that's when you had lunch and you got a massage.
Yes.
Okay. Didn't get your knee checked out, didn't have any kind of medical attention.
No, it didn't feel acute in any way. It felt just like I had overstretched my knee and I had sustained a blow, but it didn't feel like it needed medical attention.
Okay. And you're bringing this claim for $1.
I am.
Okay. In fact, your counsel, Steve, do you still have that dollar bill?
I'll let you use your own.
I'm not gonna even respond to that. Nah, I don't need it.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't need it. You saw Mr. Owens wave that $1 around, right?
I did.
Okay. $1 in symbolic damages. Is that accurate?
It's an actual dollar that I'm asking for.
Okay, but you also testified when I asked you questions in your deposition
Yes.
that $1 is symbolic. Do you remember me asking you
It's
about
symbolic because the damages would actually be more.
that? Okay. But
Now, this is actually, the thing is, the lawyer fees don't go to her. She's not recouping anything. They go to the lawyers, not to her. So she's not
Well, only if she's paid. If she's paid them already, then they would go back to her.
Well, eventually. But no, I mean, I'm pretty sure that they're going to go to the lawyers, basically. All right, so no, in this judgment, the lawyer fees don't actually come in via the jury. No, the lawyer fees only come in front of the actual judge. The jury only decides on the $1. So she's very accurate in the statement. And that's no, she's seeking $1 from the jury. That's very true. The judge will rule on attorney fees. So no, this lawyer's being completely false in her representation of this. So yeah, she's being a total B again. Thank you.
Well, yeah, and he's lucky she didn't sue him for an actual amount.
Exactly. She could have. But we're going to get to that. I bet you we'll bring up Taylor Swift. That's a good idea.
I don't understand what Taylor Swift has anything to do with this.
Dino member for 11 months. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And also, Dino Mom gifted ton just JHIP memberships. Thank you, my friend. If you get one of those, thank Dino Mom. She works hard for her money, and we appreciate her. So thank Dino Mom if you get one of those. And also remember, welcome to the hippies, all right? We kind of suck. We're clown losers, but guess what? If you don't like the show, I'll send Gabe over to polish your tires on your vehicle. He does that good. Or to steal your birds. Thank you, Dino Mom. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, this is funny. I will email you shortly and explain my comment. Okay, sorry, Witchucks. Okay, I hope you're cool. Well, cool. I have no problem.
Yeah, I hope everything's okay.
Yeah.
Remember me asking you, is it symbolic? And you said, yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay. And I asked you as well, you learned about that through Taylor Swift because she asked for $1 in symbolic damages, right?
And I think I said at that point I had not been familiar with it, but I since am.
Now you are. But at the time, a couple of years ago in 2020, you didn't know anything about Taylor Swift's $1 symbolic damage lawsuit?
Just relevance, Your Honor.
Counsel?
Yeah, because I asked her about it at the time, and she denied it. Correct.
Can you answer the question?
Just relevance.
I was not aware at the time.
Are you good friends with Taylor Swift?
No.
Relevance.
Overruled?
You're not good friends with Taylor Swift.
I would not say we're good friends. We are friendly. I've taken my kids to one of her concerts before, but we don't talk very often.
You've never given Miss Swift personal, intimate gifts for Christmas.
Your Honor. Relevance, or I would like
to relevance.
bench.
Celebrities send other celebrity shit. It doesn't mean they personally do it. They have people who send out stuff for them.
But what does this have to do with the trial?
She's trying to prove that she's making a spectacle out of it by asking for $1. That she's copying Taylor Swift, all right, just to make a spectacle and to make herself look good. That's what she's attempting to do. But no, celebrities send other celebrity stuff all the time. All right, this is not a new thing. That doesn't mean they're best friends and they hang out on a regular basis or call each other nightly. They don't do that. They don't do that at all. I mean, that's not what they do. Hey, did somebody say Vice Babies in the chat? I thought somebody said that, but I didn't see it.
Vice Baby's here?
I don't know if somebody said
Let me look.
Hi, Vice Baby, says Philip Kraft.
Maybe, did he get a membership, maybe?
Oh,
yeah, he got a membership.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't see Vice Baby here. But,
because Sister Sal donated 20 Just JHIP memberships.
Oh my goodness, thank you, Sister Sal. You're amazing, giving Vice Baby and so many others. Gifted memberships. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Sister Sal. I'm glad to see you back. I hadn't seen you in about a week. I was asking about you yesterday. I was like, where's Sister Sal?
Yeah, we were wondering about you.
But I saw she hit the likey button on my Facebook post. So I was like, I know she's around somewhere. She hit the likey. I saw it. She hit likey. And that's all. She gave me a thumbsy up. And it was pretty good. Thank you, Sister Sal. Thanks, Sister Sal. We love Sister Sal. If you get one of those, give her a pat on the back, a slight tap on the butt, or maybe just maybe an imaginary hug. Thank you, Sister Sal. We appreciate you from the clown losers over here. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, this is going well for the lawyer.
Thanks, Robert.
Well, she's just said that she wasn't friends with her, so I'm inquiring on that.
Ask her about Oprah. I mean,
Mr. Owens, sustained. Please move on.
You're making a fool of
Telling
yourself,
the jury
lady.
that you are here asking for $1.
I am.
That's not totally accurate, though, is it?
What do you mean?
Well, the jury isn't going to be deciding this, but you're also asking the judge to award you attorney's fees for over hundreds of thousands of dollars. Isn't that true?
The judge has made a ruling on this issue that it will be a separate event.
Sustained as to relevance.
The relevance is, Your Honor, that they have
If you want to argue the relevance, we should do it up here.
absolutely.
Yeah, take your bitch ass up there. I look like a moron in front of the judge again. Why are lawyers so expensive? Well, it's Gwyneth Paltrow. And I think we're talking about $150,000. All right, is what she paid for her lawyers. Bear in mind, though, something, folks. I'm only showing you a portion because a lot of this is really stupid. And, it goes nowhere. But also because this is actually, I believe, a 6 to 7 day trial. And no, she's going to have lawyer fees with a 7-day freaking trial over this. All right?
Well, and the guy that's suing her, he didn't have to come out of pocket. These lawyers are probably representing him under a contingency fee, meaning they only get paid if he wins.
Yes. So no, she wants her. She's not just gonna. It's no different than Jeremy Hales. He just doesn't have to suck it up and take it. When they do like their stupid thumbnail case, he doesn't just have to suck it up and take it. That's not how this works. All right. Maybe Scott Stark should have looked at his case and realized it was stupid, but he didn't. And he plowed forward, and now, he owes money, and so does Elemental P, because they plowed forward with a stupid case. And you know how you know it's stupid, Chup Chup? Is because Volmit was defending it. If Volmit was defending it, you know it's freaking stupid as shit. All right? Anytime Volmit defends anything, you know it's dumb as hell. And have you noticed Volmit hasn't been over on the Unknown in the last over a week? Do you think maybe
he's a stay-at-home housewife now?
Oh, that could be. Or maybe they're having marital problems. That could be.
That's a possibility.
Oh, Dwayne Rapp is hurting. I hope you're not hurting. I'm sorry.
Oh no, Dwayne. What's wrong?
Feel better, Dwayne. Feel better. Yeah. I hope you feel better.
I feel better. Hey, Patty Cake. Iced tea, what?
Iced tea, what?
Yes? Objections overruled.
Thank you. And I'll restate it because I know it's been a little while. So it's not true, Ms. Paltrow, that you are just asking for $1. You are also asking, and this is not for the jury to decide, but this is for the court to decide later, you're asking for your attorney's fees in this case, which could be quite substantial. Is that not true?
So
It's a
I'm
yes- it's a
asking
yes
for
or no.
$1 for me and then reimbursement of attorney's fees, which is a separate thing,
And that could be a substantial amount, correct?
potentially.
Okay. And when your counsel got up waving that $1, don't you think that's a little bit of a mischaracterization?
I have one more question on this issue, and this is now 3.
Overruled. Go ahead.
Don't you think that that's $1? That's a mischaracterization, isn't it?
I took it as I would receive that $1, which is all I am asking for.
Ms. Paltrow, isn't it true that you've misrepresented a number of things today to this jury?
Absolutely not.
No other questions.
Mr.
Quite the
Owens.
opposite, actually.
You've been here every minute of this jury trial, true?
True.
And you're intending to be here every minute next week?
I am.
Have you enjoyed yourself?
I've learned a lot.
Who hit who?
Mr. Sanderson hit me.
The comment was that Mr. Sanderson doesn't take criticism well. Do you take criticism well?
In my profession, after all these years of being in the public eye, I think I take it relatively well.
You keep sending me notes.
What?
I didn't cause these damages.
That's
Right?
absolutely correct.
Do you feel some empathy for Mr. Sanderson and his declining brain?
You know, I really do. I feel very sorry for him. It seems like he's had a very difficult life, but I did not cause the accident, so I cannot be at fault for anything that subsequently happened to him.
So his daughter got up and said he was cursing out her daughter. Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
Did you cause that?
I did not cause that.
Did you give him brain injuries that were evident on his MRI in 2006?
I did not.
All right, let's start on a happier note. Let's bring up that picture of you and Moses.
So he had brain injuries before this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Once again, this guy's a major D-bag. All right, this is very clear. All right, he's looking for a payday. He's a major D-bag. He wants to be famous. All right, and clearly it did not work out for him. All right, because now he's a loser. All right, and everyone knows him as the loser. All right, who lost to Gwyneth Paltrow. Because what I do know is you don't, as a rando, all right, take an actress to court. All right, same with Cardi B. We just finished this up. You don't be a rando and take Cardi B to court and lie. All right, it's not going to work out for you. All right, it never will. All right, because they're going to find all the shit in your past where they find out that you're a terrible person. All right, that's what always happens here. It's just standard. It's standard stuff here, Chop Chop. We'll try and finish this up, I guess, on Sunday. I want to send everyone over to Coop. All right, of course. But we'll finish this up. He finishes up his cross, and then there's a redirect after this. And then, of course, we all know, that Gwyneth wins the case. And then in the follow-up, which we probably won't even share, she wins her $1 and it is paid to her in person right at the trial. She gets her buck.
Nice.
Yeah, she gets her buck. And so, but that's the whole thing. But this was a fun one. I enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this too. I thought it was a fun watch, watching this dummy lawyer who's completely terrible. One of the worst lawyers on planet Earth, in my opinion. All right, but yes, I thought it was a fun watch. Did you enjoy this, Chuck?
Yeah, I hope she framed her dollar.
I hope so too.
One time when my oldest son, who has a different dad than my ex-husband, I got a child support check one time for 96 cents. And I had it hanging on my refrigerator for like 10 years after that.
Well, that's the thing. Tog and Megan, they can do, especially, like Tog, he can do what the hell's every single day and everything, and I just can't. I have to do other things because I can do it 3 days a week. That's what you get out of me. I gave you a little bit at the beginning, just going over the car incident with Jeremy Hales and my rendition of what the Fleabags are going to say tonight. Because, well, I've played this game. I've been following every minute of their show now for well over a year. All right, I know how the game is played over there. And so, no, I thought it would be fun just to do a little recap of that. But no, I can't just do that. And I know Fleabag said she's going to start bringing you guys a lot of new material over there. A lot of court cases coming up that she's going to be covering. I saw she has a members only set up for June 1st. Sit tight.
Mm-hmm.
Sit tight on that. We got a members only set up for June 1st. All right, because she owes us 2. Or
That's right. Kills us too.
by that time, I believe it'll be 8, but whatever. Yeah, more Dickles. We're going to have more Dickles tonight. More Dickles.
Oh, God, I hope not.
But I hope you just enjoyed the show, enjoyed the stream. Hit the like, subscribe, share if you would, my friends. Share if you would. I do appreciate all of you fine folks for being here. It's not going to happen, Jay. Well, I don't think so either, Peculiar. But, I'll keep announcing it. Like, well, sit tight, folks. Sit tight. This one's going to be the one. Oh, man. But thank you so much for being here, my friends. Have a wonderful day. I'll send you over to Mr. Coop. Go say hi to Mr. Coop. Tell him I said hi. And see what he's got to say. I'm sure he's got a thing going on. I don't know what he's doing today, but go check it out. Much love, my friends. And as we always say over here, hey, Tess, how are you? Just got here. As we always say over here, hi, Stacy Schmidt. That's not what we always say over here. No, as we always say over here,
shut your ass.
Yeah, that's right. All the best and shut your ass. Stay weird, my friends.
Hey, it's hip to BJ.